Well, hello there. We're back in Akamora, and I promised my good friend Rusty an Akamora tour, so we will get to that shortly. First, let's have a rest, and let's talk to the good lady.
What with virtue, Outlander?
Because she probably has got some more orders for us. Oh. After that horrible ordeal with the Telomas, it will probably take a while before we receive another contract. Check back in a few days' time and then I might have new orders for you. Oh, great. So I need to wait. Which is actually fine because we need to... do this. Good to know that my keyboard is working properly and we do not have any more glitches. And I can actually, like, look at myself. Not that it's not the best sight ever, but still. I think I already have some hammers. Yeah. But never mind. Let's take them. Let's take restore health. It is always handy. Oh my god. I'm almost over encumbered. And I do not know if you can hear my dog digging into his bed. He's got some, you know, terrier genes, I think. So I'm having a part Saturday today because I have done my DKW session. What time is that? 2 a.m. Right. Well, so we are in a treat. We are in a...
What do you want, Outlander?
Who might you be, Hlura Valden? Barbarian. All right, let's sweet talk her. Nice. So, what can you tell me about Akamora for our dear friend Rusty, who has never been here? Akamora is an architectural marvel. Yeah, it is. It is an architectural marvel and navigational hell at the same time. A city built over generations into the very cliff sides of the mountains above the Mephalan Vales. The local economy is based mainly on egg mining, and the Akamora egg mines are some of the most productive in all of Morrowind. Such high yields have led to intense competition between the different mine owners. Yeah, there are a few mines, I know that. I've been there. I saved slaves escaping them. I am having my hot chocolate, even though it's the middle of the day. I don't care. I have a little tiny bit sore throat, so I might not be as talkative as normally. Doesn't seem like it, does it? Latest rumors. Daedras traveling through the Mephalan Vales. There have been several spider daedras sightings recently, as well as reports of travelers gone missing. What's wrong with this spider daedra? They've become quite a problem recently. What with the frequent sightings lately and people missing, it's putting a lot of strain on the guards. Yeah, I remember I had this topic with Flalsa? Well, the guard captain, you know. So I think I need to go and talk to her about that, since we have nothing much better to do anyways. So yeah, we are in, well, we are obviously in Akamora, but we are in the region called Mephalan Vales, and it is mostly mountainous region. And, you know, I do live in the mountains, but my mountains are covered, well, it should be covered in forest. It isn't because, yeah, I live in a country that is full of stupid and corrupt people. Yeah, so the mic just died, and it died on time for me when I was saying that I live in the mountains. But my mountains are very different than those because they are supposed to be covered in forests. And, well, however, there are less and less of them since I live in a country full of either stupid or corrupt people who just, you know, find it very profitable for them to just chop down all the woods and, yeah, so and build houses or apartments, block of flats and that sort of thing. So yeah, it is a very sad and sorry state of affairs in not very good country of Poland. Anyways, so Rusty asked me if that is a breach. So yeah, this is a breach, and it is an epic site. And this thing here is a central isle of Akamora. So let me just show it to you. So we are here, just next to the guard tower. And then, oh, let me just make it bigger for you. So yeah, this is the marvelous city of Akamora. So here is the poorer district, sort of, with Mages Guild. No, Mages Guild here, and Fighters Guild here. So yeah, you can see that those buildings are just in the slope of the mountains, not very sort of how do you call it? Well, not the best place, I guess. Oh, I'm very, very eloquent today, am I not? A proper wordsmith. All right, so those are, yeah, Miners Club, and, well, this is the manor of the family that are rivals to the ruling family, right? Because the ruling family are Senims, and the Senims have got their manor right on the top of this central isle here, right here. Yeah, so this is the isle. This is this huge breach, and then there is the temple, and the temple is very much on the side, not like sort of medieval, earthly, well, the European towns where all of them seem to be sort of built around a church, right? So the church in medieval in Europe, or even post-medieval Europe, was very much, well, the community life was sort of very much based and centered in the in religion. And with Morrowind, it's not very much the case. I mean, their religion is very much solitarily, I guess, and is very much based on the worship of the ancestors, and everybody has got their own, I would assume. And then there's AlmCV, who are not very much like worshipper friendly, for the lack of a better word. And yeah, it all seems to be like very much at the edge of society, sort of, even though their society and their politics and all that sort of thing is very much based on religion, obviously, but this religion does not contribute very much into bringing them together, sort of. Like, it is very much divisive. You see all these house wars and yeah, they're not the best in with cooperating with one another. You know what I mean? Oh, Dunmer, this society is really fascinating. So, yeah, let's go and take a closer look at this breach and all those manners. And before we do that, I also need to tell you one thing. Just a sip of hot chocolate. Oh. So, I do find this architecture very much... Oh, we wanted to go to talk to Flalsa. So, I do find this architecture very much Tibetan-based, sort of. Obviously, it is not Tibetan, not least.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
It does have some influences visible to me, especially in the sort of the roof, the shape of the roof and that sort of thing. Tibetan, ancient Chinese, obviously before they became what they became. A little bit of Japanese maybe, and then also a little bit of Cambodian, I would say. But all that, you know, the bells, no, the bell was farther down, but I wanted to show you. The bells, the chimes, all that sort of thing. These...
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Very steep angles, and yeah, it just looks very much Tibetan to me. As I said, Tibetan and ancient Chinese. What is that? I think I do have one. I think I do have one already. I will not snatch it. So, Flalsa Irano, tell me about Spider Daedra. Oh, so we've got ourselves a quest after all. Yes, I've been trying to find someone who'd be willing to get to the Mephalan Vales and dispatch. It's a new euphemism, isn't it? Dispatch the Spider Daedra. We've been receiving a lot of reports lately of people venturing into the mountains and ending up missing. Something has to be done, or this whole situation could get a lot worse. I don't suppose you'd be interested in making a decent amount of gold, would you? Of course not. No. Gold is the last on my priority list, if on the list at all. Yeah, I would not be a photographer if it was otherwise. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. What a relief to hear that. I'll just get right down to it then. The Spider Daedra sightings have all taken place in the mountains just to the southeast of here, in the direction of Tamariel Manor. Oh, Tamariel Manor is beautiful. It's a sight to see. I'm guessing there must be a matriarch somewhere in these mountains, which would explain why they've been more out in the open. If you kill the matriarch, that should cause the rest of the Spider Daedra to scatter. If you're handy with a bow, well, not really. I'd recommend shooting them from a safe distance with the best arrows you can scrape up. Either that or cast projectile spells. Projectile? If you're any good with magic, no, not yet. I plan to, but I'm not yet. If you're skilled enough, you can even defeat them in melee. Or melee? How do you pronounce that? Melee, I think. But be aware of their blinding and burning magic. Yeah, and poison and all that sort of thing, ultimately. How you gone about how you go about it is your business. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me choose my own means of dispatching the matriarch. Right. But I personally wouldn't go near the nest if I didn't have to. You can stock up on supplies at the Fighters Guild here in Akamora if necessary. As for the whereabouts, they have been seen somewhere not far from the road to Tomorrow Manor. Don't hesitate to ask the guards at the manor. They might have newer reports. And watch out for yourself Watch out for yourself once again. These creatures may look like spiders, but they are among the most dangerous daedras seen on this land. Anything else you can know? Take down the spider daedra matriarch. Right, so we've got ourselves a quest which seemed to be on the more difficult end, I would say. But never mind.
Oh.
So, oh yeah, the bell was upstairs. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I would have to, you know, strike it if I came near it. What is that? Nothing really. Right. So now let's go and see Akamora. So this tile set, like those manors, this architecture, everything, it has been developed by Bethesda for their DLC, their Tribunal, that DLC, because on Vardenfell there is no Indril, and I know probably most of people watching would know that, but Rusty doesn't, I think, because Rusty, you have never played Morrowind, right? So this is Morrowind, this island I'm just circling around right now, and there is no Indril house on Vardenfell. So the only Indril sort of grounds is like, well, Necrom is obviously something else, but so I guess this up to Thier River, and then this is Almalexia, well, will be one day Almalexia or Mournhold. And yeah, Akamora is the biggest Indril city to date. So this is the Indril grounds, like that. So they, I mean, the Bethesda, they developed this tile set. And, well, I don't think they were too proud of it. I think I heard some developers saying that, well, it was made in a rush. They didn't actually think it over very well.
Are about to become very close.
Shut up. So, yeah, they were not very happy with it, I think. Well, some of them, at least. And this tile set has been used by Camera Rebuild team. Well, first of all, because it was there already for the taking, right? So they would not need to put time into creating something new. So they made this beautiful Akamora city, and then all the more beautiful Radir here. And I've been to Radir multiple times, and it's by far the most scenic and beautiful places in all mainland, as I'm concerned. Mostly because of the architecture, of course. And so, well, now they say that all that is placeholder because they want to develop their own new tile set. Look at the well. Very nice. Just a miniature Induril. Yep. So now they want to replace all of that with something that is not Tibetan at all. Because I've seen the screenshots and it looks like very much Taj Mahal sort of thing, with this cone shapes, like ice cones, which it does not look bad. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks quite nice, and yeah, but it's just not Tibetan.
Gal looks familiar.
So just one more reason for staying in Grasping Fortune release and not getting to Poison Song. Anyway, let's just do our sightseeing, right? So here we are downstairs, sort of, just next to the river. And yeah, there is, you might have noticed that there are no shops in Akamora because, well, all of those are minor manors, or yeah, this is mining office, head office, and well, there is a palm broker, right? But other than that, just manors, right? House, manor, yeah, Moraktong, obviously, another manor, another house. Yep. So even those here, well, those are egg mines already, but this is some manor over there as well. So not very many shops, because all the shops are here in the bazaar, which is a very good idea as far as I'm concerned. Just a Morrowind shopping mall.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Yeah,
Our
no,
doors are always open.
not really.
If
Do I
you
want
can
to?
help, I'd be happy to talk.
Do I? Oh, do I want to sell anything? I don't think so. Let's just rearrange everything. No, I don't. And if I tried, they will tell me off for having moon sugar. Oh, tough luck. So I guess I will need to go home, but in a second. So this is the bazaar. Looks very much like every other. What is that? Oh yeah, you come in through here, then you go downstairs. Oh, all right. So, so confusing. So one of the reasons of the, Tamil Rebuild team deciding that do they have any smith? This is the clothier. Is there a smith here? No. Is there an enchanter? No smith. I guess they assumed that there is already a smith in... Oh, here you are, good sir. All right. So, as you can see, everything is pretty much in here. Together with...
much to discuss.
Yeah,
much to
goblets. Right. So... All right. So, the other way out was to the balcony. So, not good. And this is... the Laughing Goblin, which is the tavern. And that way, so here you've got the river. Yep, the central river going through Akamora, like so. And you've got the temple on the other side, and Silt Strider also at the verge of the town, which is fair enough, obviously. So let's go find the central aisle, and the central aisle is like in here. And here you've got a bunch of manors, yeah, and houses.
I can spare a few moments.
And then you have those two sorry fellows just chilling next to the entrance to Moraktong. which has double door. Yeah, so you would say this is one of the most prominent buildings in the city. And guess what it faces? The very central breach to the place. So this is the breach where Rusty said that it would be an epic site for duel. Yeah, an epic duel, right. But I'm not a duelist, really. I'm not, I'm not a very much combat person, so I'm not going to fight anybody on the bridge. However, I can picture a very epic battle of some smoke or something in this setting. All right, that's nice. Okay, so how do you like it, Rusty? And if you're not Rusty, how do you like it as well? So you've got this little pagoda on the left. And this marvelous construction in the central aisle. Then a little Velothi building, which is obviously the temple. And then you have got this beautiful waterfalls, and the more the other manors just built into the cliff, and the guard tower just towering, I guess, all over the place. So when I came to Akamora for the first time, I found it really confusing. Like, I couldn't get around, because you need to understand that there is actually, the route through Akamora is very linear. So you really do need to just, if you approach through here, the main gate, then you proceed through this magnificent bridge, and then you can reach the central aisle only from here. Then you descend down here to this sort of square. You can proceed through the little bridge to the temple, or you can proceed under this archway to this poorer sort of part of the city with Fighters Guild and Mages Guild. So you cannot reach like Mages Guild from the place where I'm here now, nor from the bridge. You just cannot go there. So you have to go all around to get to Mages Guild. And it is a little bit of a nuisance. So yeah, I can see why they... Oops. Where is my slow fall? Where is my... Alright, nice. I managed. So yeah, that is pretty much what Akamora is mostly about. I mean, it's architecture, obviously. This cliff racer just keeps bugging me. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Now, how do you like this little... Oh, look. There are more manors, I think, over there, like Selenius Manor, and oh, there's an egg mine, obviously, and then Guild of Mages over there, so I guess that's what we are looking at. And then some other manor, I think, or a cottage more like. Yeah, it's called manor. One window, but it is a manor, all right. And then, yeah, some more river. Look at the river. It's really nice. It's obviously textured, as are all other textures, but still, it is a very old game, and it
I can
looks,
spare a few moments.
it can look like that. I mean, it looks better than my Skyrim right now. My Skyrim is, don't get me even started on that. The ENBs positively ruined everything because everything looked beautiful until I went inside. And then, let's just get to tomorrow. Oh no. No, let's go home and leave the things. And I will brief you to... Where is my... Yeah. I will briefly tell you about my problems with Skyrim modding. And I don't really mean to talk about that too much because, yeah, if you want to hear about that, you can just head over to the modding diaries. But, yeah, it was just so frustrating to see that anything I did, like, it went just fine to the point when I said, all right, so we need to ditch community shaders and we need to sort of look into this ENB business. And oh my goodness, I tried to download Net ENB because Net 3 ENB is used in Alpine. So I tried to just do that, but it appeared that my how do you call it? Something is wrong with my, I don't know, either my game, because it is quite an old update. I didn't update it since because I didn't feel like paying for anniversary edition. So I just stick with, oh shit. I just stick with special edition, which is plenty for me. I mean, why does this game even has like bazillion sort of editions? It should be just one edition and then a DLCs maybe, and that's all. But no. Ugh. So anyway, oh, the War of Bethany we read, right? So I decided to try another ENB, and I tried Silent Horizons because I actually liked the screenshots. So I figured, well, yeah, it will be neat. But no, it wasn't. Why? Because it just ruined like everything. Everything looked like a crazy drunk monkey went into Lightroom and destroyed all the sliders. Literally. Looked just so bad. So I had to, you know, sort of reconsider. And I am on the verge, literally on the verge of just deleting all of that, deleting the grass, because it was the grass mainly that made me try all that out, because the grass needed either community shaders or ENB. So I figured, well, yeah, let's go with ENB. So now I'm in square one. No ENB, no shaders, no grass, no nothing. Just volumetric lighting, light mod, nothing else. And I got pissed, really. I got a little bit pissed. So at the moment I am, maybe I'm not done with that. I probably will try and let's try and leave some robes because they are heavy. Resist magicka. But this gives me resist paralysis and poison. Yeah, so let's leave that. And that and spell absorption is much better than resist anything, I think. I'm not sure if Bestie would agree with me. By Bestie, I mean best opinion haver, who has got the best educational channel. Yeah, reflect is good. Right, let's leave it like that, I think. Yeah, so we are much better, but far from good. But I guess my hammers take a lot of space, so we can leave. What a mess. What a hot mess. We can leave them here. Be used at a later date. Oh, yes. Now it all looks much better. Right. Let's go. Actually, what is wrong with my leveling up? What's wrong with my min-maxing? Strength is far too good. Agility, I already have 100, so it doesn't matter. Now, personality. I guess I need to sell a bunch of stuff. All train, but what is my mercantile? It's already quite high. Ah, right. Oh, never mind. We've got quests to do and not like, you know, not worry about leveling.
I don't know where to begin.
Right. So a beautiful day in Akamora. Now we need to go to Tamarill Manor, and Tamarill Manor is somewhere north and northeast of here, if I remember correctly. So let's go there.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, as for now, I need a break from Skyrim modding. Sorry to say that. And apart from me being positively fed up with all this ENB and all that shenanigans, that's the word. I also watched I thought Tamarill Manor would be marked on my map, but it isn't. It isn't, and I remember it is very much not easy to get to. Well, we'll just go north, sort of. Yeah. You stupid animal. Be gone. Now, are you... Oh, another one who wishes to bite the dust. Right. I don't think I should be coming here. Yeah, so this is one of the problem with Mephalan Vales. If you do not have levitation, you might be on your wits' end in like no time. No time at all. So, I guess I'm just back on the road. So, where is Tamarill Manor? I don't want to go to Dun Akafel just yet. So, what did I want to say? Yeah, so I watched a video made by Bestie. And it was just him reading and reacting to an interview of a certain gentleman whose name I decided not to remember. I've just sort of pushed it out of my memory. Look, I don't want to go to Dun Akafel. And I'm just... Oh, shoot. I guess I just... I need to turn... I just need to turn right. Anyway. Let's just go and explore, right? So... And then there's an Alet. Come on, Alet. You're not cute as squaws are. You do not sort of deserve my magicka usage for calming you. You know, funny thing, I quite like Nick sounds as well because my dog, sadly, my late dog, he used to make noises very much like Nick's sounds. So, yeah. Oh! Where is Tamarill Manor then? Where is it? Oh, I guess I have never been here anyway, so... Let's just explore. Why not? And who might you be? Pilgrim. Oh, so you just go to Necrom and you just lost your way. All right. You may stay here in your cozy nook.
You'll find all that you seek, traveler.
But I need to levitate. I'm afraid because I need to go to Tamarill Manor and I have no idea where that is. So, oh, just great. All right. I just like one-shotting cliff races. For some reason, it feels so much satisfying. Look. There is a signpost in the middle of nowhere. And it still does not show you the way to Tamarill Manor. Too bad. What is that? That. Another Salto dell'Angel, right? But still. I need to go north. Don't get distracted by waterfalls. Go north. That would have been a jump scare if... Oops. If not... If I was not so much distracted by... Oh, great. Alright. Anybody else? No. Alright. So... What shall we do? What shall we do about... What is this place? Look, it is just the end of the world. Sevilo Rabobanshak. It looks very much lived in. Where's the Severo then? Oh, look. Scroll of Drathis Soul Rot. And then quality restore health. And then some extravagant stuff. And then, well, nothing really there, but There is an extravagant amulets and rings. And who is this person? The most cruel trade. You have learned the spell Living Statue. What is that? Oh no, not that. The spell. Living statue. I thought so. Paralyze. Nice. It is nice. Shall we read it? What is that? Just a bone? This person has got most peculiar sort of ways about themselves. Well, I'm not really sure if that's a male or a female. This is really, really strange. Like, all that stuff. And a Tanto, and yeah. Ocean of Shadow, Soul Health, and then there is this Silver Star, I think. Yeah. So this guy... Oh, look. So this guy is really, you know, not just a commoner, but then he would just throw the bones under the table like proper troglodyte. So shall we read the book? Let's read the book. I want to read the book. It's probably introduced by Tamil Rebuild, so yeah. The Most Cruel Trade by Selenius Tennian. Tennian. Sounds a little like Chinese. Tennian. All right, let's just sip of hot chocolate because my throat is a little bit sore. The ship rocked gently in the calm sea waters as it journeyed toward Morrowind. While its movement found the greatest support with the wing filling the sails, its Dunmerry masters supplemented the power of the breeze with that of oars. Though the addition could not have made much difference. Well, very much like the Vikings, right? Though the addition could not have made much difference, it mattered little to the noble Dunmer. They would not be the ones blistering their palms doing the rowing, after all. Yeah, definitely not. Destined for the homeland of the Dark Elves, the ship had traveled to Elsewhere and Black Marsh, picking up cargo. I think we know what cargo that is. Responsibility for the rowing would naturally fall on that cargo, obviously. Who else? For what better way to ensure that the goods were on top quality? Should complaints reach those dark pointed ears, the voicer would find themselves decorating a blade. Understanding as much, the cargo rarely broke its code of silent suffering. Yeah, very much like real world cargo, both human and not human. The cruel shipmasters would not be content with merely slaying property of inferior quality. No, they would make an example of the subpar goods. Those who raised complaints were laid low, then skinned, my goodness, and prepared as a fine meal for those who remained. Oh my. The Dunmer would laugh about it, saying that one less hungry mouth would save on food and make the trip that much more economically sound. You know what? With vanilla Morrowind, well, it was quite apparent they have slavery and all that, but I was playing vanilla Morrowind for like 20 years, and they never made me that angry as Tamriel Rebuild did. Like, Tamriel Rebuild took the idea of slavery and then just pushed it to the very limits of video game without, you know, being like a horror game, right? So they just made it utterly unbearable for somebody like me, and they just made me so very much towards the unease. I'm not saying that I do not want to play it anymore, no, but I am. Well, I mean, if a story makes you really like angry or sad or upset, it only means that the story is really well written, right? So I don't really mean that I don't like it. I just mean it is so much, so very upsetting that, yeah, you really need to take it into account while playing Tamriel Rebuild. Anyway, let's go back to the story. As they neared water patrolled by Imperial customs ship, the Dunmer ordered their cargo below deck. Once safely out of sight, a mage among the Dunmer would paralyze each of the slaves and remove their bracers, with no means to break their fall. The mean-spirited mare would shove the slaves over, letting them fall as they may. Why? Alright, never mind. When the ship was finally inspected, above and below deck. Oh, right, because... Oh, yeah. Because they were on the Imperial waters, right? So they are only allowed to have slaves in Morrowind and no on other lands, right? Questions were raised by customs officials. The reply of the ghastly Dunmer? No, those are not slaves. See how they do not move? They are not even alive. They are stuffed specimens requested by a member of Great House Telvanni for decoration. Oh, right, all right. Surely, the worldly Imperials had heard of such things being done elsewhere in Tamriel to other types of lowly lizards and cats. To convince the officials that nothing illegal had taken place, the Dunmer presented forged papers claiming that the Khajiit and Argonians had been wanted criminals. Satisfied, if horrified, the officials let the ship pass into the waters surrounding Morrowind. There the true suffering would begin. Oh. So this person had a wealth of enchanted items inside, extravagant clothing, and is named Sevilo Raboban, which does not very much sound nor Khajiit. Neither Khajiit nor Argonian nor Dunmer. So who is that? I really need to find out now. Let's try and find out. Anyway, let's go north. Yes, north. We wanted to go northeast. So yeah, as I said, my fallen veils without levitation. Not good. Not a good equation. All right. The whole family of Kagutis. Let's try and not unnerve them. Now, there is a path. I know there is a path to Tamarill Manor. We don't want a back road to Akamora. We want a road to Tamarill Manor. This might be it. Oh, just Quama foragers are so cute with their like giggling sound. And I don't really think they are as mean and hostile in the mainland as they used to be in, well, they are still in Vardenfell. Because on Vardenfell, you rarely meet a non-hostile, come on, a non-hostile Quama forager, as well as a Guar, actually. So, yeah. Oh, come on. You know, I do have a decent mouse. It really is. It's supposed to be decent. It has got all the, you know, additional buttons for me to program for my, you know, Photoshop actions and Lightroom actions and all that. Yeah, but still, what is that? A Kwame? Well, some mine. But it does not look like Kwama mine. Let's go inside and check. Yeah, so it is supposed to be. Why is it so dark? Ebony.
So good.
You know, I would very much like to rob this place, but not just now, because ebony is very heavy, as you know, obviously. I have already robbed an ebony mine. Well, sort of. An ebony depot. What is that place? Oh, I know. I have already been here. And this is a very beautiful shack of an alchemist. Yeah. And yeah, it looks very much like a Moomin house. And my cottage has got very similar... No, it doesn't. Actually, I decided against the round tower in favor of a square one. White rat. And this white rat is hostile. How shameful. Anyways, I do think that Tamarill Manor is somewhere there. Yeah, like there. Somewhere. So let's go there. So what was I talking about? I don't really remember. So this must have not been very important. Ah, yeah, my mouse. But my mouse being, you know... oh, I think that... No, this is just a Akamora. Oh, great. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's just go there and see. Yeah, it is just the guard tower. So it's the very place where we started from. But there is a path. And this path may very well lead to... Well, it does lead to a dead body. Of Cornelius Leander. well, doesn't ring any bells. This is the egg mines, all right, but where is Tamariel Manor? No way. They said northeast. Or am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. Right? No use, you know, no use being angry. Just go south rather than north. It's fine. It's just proper Morrowind experience, which I must say I love very much. Oh, now I remember. I was talking about the video that Bestie made. So see, this is the main... No. Yes, this is the main road to Akamora. And we do not want to take it. We want to go somewhere south. This is the easiest way to traverse Mephalan Vales. Yeah. Very nice shot, actually. I mean, frame. Well, so... So, yeah, and this was the interview with the person whose name I forgot, happily. Yeah, I made it quite sure to forget it because, yeah. So, this guy is a former worker of Bethesda, and he was working on Oblivion and on Skyrim, prominently on Skyrim. And he's the one responsible for all the things, most of the things. Here it is, Tamariel Manor. I knew there were like signposts towards Tamariel Manor. So he is the guy who single-handedly dealt like 70%, well, maybe not 70. All right, let's be fair. 50% of the overall mortal damage to Skyrim for me. The other 50 is... Look, I told you this is a scenic place. I told you there is no place like Tamariel Manor. And now they want to change it into ice cone shape. Like this would look positively hilarious. I mean, you've got this crude, brutal rocks. And then you've got this delicate arches of the sort of Tibetan or ancient Chinese architecture, and now just picture like an ice cone in place of that. Just picture that. Unless you want to have a good night's sleep, then don't picture. Don't picture it. Anyway. So, yeah, 50% of my dislike of Morrowind, of Skyrim would be writing. Because I do believe only Thieves Guild like is not an utter disgrace. And companions mostly, but actually everything. Like everything. Companions is just a disgrace. And Dark Brotherhood is like... You know, I found the Dark Brotherhood questline in Oblivion really good. Like, really good. It got me, like, so very much invested in the story. It got me really, really interested in who's the culprit, who killed Lucian, I mean, who made the Black Hand kill Lucian. I was really interested in the story. And in Skyrim Dark Brotherhood, like, there was literally nothing to keep me interested. Nothing. You learned that you're a listener, like, in day 2. Yeah, there are some fun missions, like killing the bride, but other than that, it is just shallow. It's just shallow, like a puddle of mud. So yeah, so this is 50%, and another 50% was just the gameplay, and the world being so simplified, and the lore being simplified, and the character being simplified, and NPCs having virtually nothing to say, and yeah, so I guess we've got our culprit right there, so... Gajavr welcomes the Dark Elf to Tumwell Manor. Oh, you do not have... Gajav does not think you look untrustworthy, so Gajav will allow you to enter. Be warned that if the Dark Elf bothers Gajavr's master, Gajavr will no longer be so kind to the Dark Elf.
Greetings. Sweet skooma.
Yeah, and he is a slave. But he's very sort of invested in his position. Right, I want to talk to
Quiet
the
and peaceful,
guard,
the way
right?
we like it.
No? Spider daedra, right. You are volunteering to help. Take care. There seems to be a whole pack. If you are really sure you are ready to face them, leave the manor and cross the breach. Follow the road as it leads north. Yes, north. Right. Note to self. North, not south. When it turns west, you should see a rocky arch on the east. Right. So, right. I just love those directions. Behind it, a clearing. There is where they came from the last time they've been seen. There is a downright labyrinth of paths beyond that arch. My guess is the nest is somewhere in there. Right. So you leave the manor, cross the breach, follow roads to the north, and then go east when the road turns west. All right. Follow the road north. All right. Oh, F5. I forgot to F5. I talk too much. Concentrate, Riin, concentrate. The road. Oh, yeah. So that's the place. Right. So we need to go here. And I think it would be best for us to find some place. What is that? A velocity tower. Oh, we are already in sacred lands. So we are just on the verge, right? All right. So let's keep to Mephalan Vales. If I only can, obviously. Because my acrobatics is almost as bad as my enchanting. Alright, there is an Alit. Come on, Alit. Show yourself. Nice. And now... there are guars. I have no quarrel with them. Nor do you have quarrel with me. Yeah, there's a Nyx Count who definitely wants to scratch me, so we won't have it. Another one. Right. Oh! That's so much for an undercover. Now, I really do need to wear that, yes? Resist paralyzation and resist poison, yes. I don't think she... What is wrong? Is she dead? I have killed her already. What's wrong with that one? I guess she's dead. All right. Another one. All right. Silk. Right. So... Oh... And another thing that I really need to touch on, and I really need to dig deep into this question, is the Cyrodiil jungle. Like, I have read the Pocket Guide to Empire. Well, most of it. And the Cyrodiil, like the Empire province, right? It is supposed to be jungly. It is supposed to be covered in jungle and inhabited. What? I have killed the spider daedra matriarch? Really? Just like that? Well, nice. Argus. Orcish spear. Let's take it. Orcish things are fine. Camilla. Fool's ebony. Well, actually, let's take the gloves because they have enchant capacity 20, which is nice for something that weighs only 1. Oh, jump. Hop to ring. Let's take it. All right, then. It was not too complicated. I was fearing that. Look, just look at that. Isn't not beautiful? Tamarill Manor in all its glory, I guess. Now, what time is it? How about waiting until 5? Let's make a picnic. Drink some hot chocolate, wait for the dawn. Because I guess we will have some beautiful morning shots in this location. We could have, at least. Yeah, like that. Okay, maybe even more to the east. Oh, I told you my acrobatics is non-existent. I could use the ring, but I don't really feel like it. Let's use my normal stuff. Oh gosh. And with this arc, oh, it does look magnificent. Now, let us find ourselves some nice place to land on. Not really. Not really. I really need to go. Or maybe there. It really looks beautiful. Just look at that. And I know it is not ENB or whatnot. Oh, not too good. This tree, I need it chopped down. Alright then. Let's do it like that. Alright. Oh my goodness. Shoop. Ankle broke. Never mind. So we need to report back, right? Right, but you know what I want to do? I really want a shot, like a morning shot. Look at this. Look at the waterfall. Oh, yes. I think we got ourselves a thumbnail now. Oh. More Salto del Angels. Yep. So let's go there. And this place is really beautiful. Don't you think? And this manor, like overlooking all this of this valley, is just exquisite. Oh shoot. All right. Broke my leg. Never mind. All right then. So actually, you know what? I'm sorry to say, but I need to finish because I think I am having a guest. So yeah, I need to finish right now. We'll report back next time. Yeah, thanks for bearing with my ranting, and see you soon next time. Ta-ra!